So, it's been a hot minute since I actually posted anything, and I feel like I should probably at least attempt to talk about what's going on with stuff, because it's been a while, and I haven't said much of anything, and I'd rather, say something now than have it be a year passes by, and then I just suddenly am back out of nowhere again, and it'd be preferable, So, hi, hey everyone, this is Final Insanity here. I'm going to start out by saying, like, a couple things straight off the bat. First of all, the AM2R second bonus video, final video for that entire series, I haven't even started to work on it yet. Like, being upfront and honest about it, like, the only thing I've done for it is the planning stages of, like, what I'm going to need to include in it, but, there's a very good reason why I haven't actually, like, put in a lot of work into it. Okay, it's not a great reason, but it is a reason, thinking about it. The primary one being, it's going to be a lot of prep work to even get all the footage that I need for it, because to give you an idea of what I'm going to be covering in the second bonus video, I need to record the footage for 2 entirely different games. And that involves also me replaying through AM2R again on my own time, which is... Honestly, I think this is the big reason it hasn't happened yet, is this just... playing through AM2R again is something that I haven't felt particularly obligated to do recently. I mean, I still love the game, don't get me wrong on that, it's just, I haven't been in the mood to do that, and I don't want to have to force myself to do that just to get this video done and over with. And honestly, I mean, the same thing goes for the other game that I need footage for, which, you might be able to guess it, you might not. I'm just gonna keep it a secret for right now if you aren't aware. But yeah, that's kind of the big thing with that, because I've gotten most of it scripted out, except for a couple parts involving one of the games, so I just have to take care of that, and then the planning stages will be pretty much completely done. So... I don't know when that video will come up, honestly. I'll work on it when I have the drive to. That's what I'm going to say about it, and I'm just going to leave it at that, because I don't want to force myself through it. Because the plans I have for that bonus video are to go through a couple of, like, really big things, and I want to have fun with that, and not force myself to go through with it because I feel like I need to. Like, I don't need to. I can wait on it. It's fine. The main LP is done. The game isn't going anywhere. I can come back to the bonus video when I want to. Second thing, something maybe 2 people will care about. FE12 draft videos. This is something I've been posting a little bit over August, and some people might have watched it, most of you probably haven't. For those of you who care or even know about it, I have no real excuse for not continuing those. I have like 7 or 8 or 9 of them backed up that I just have to upload already. They're even already rendered out and everything, and then the rest of the game I just have to play. That's just a small thing, like 2 people care about it, that I feel like I should address it there anyways. And then the elephant in the room, Pokemon Platinum. Pokemon fucking Platinum. Man. I'm checking my files here right now because I want to know something before I say too much else. Let me see here real quickly. I need to see all of the details on these files. Okay, yeah. Wow. I've had the footage for the Platinum LP all done and recorded, well, for the main game, that is, ever since July of 2017. That's a long time ago. That's a really long time ago. Jesus. Realistically, the only things that I have to do with Platinum at this point are edit and commentate all of the videos, and I already know, like, how many videos that series is even going to be, because I actually just planned it out. And if I look on my doc here, because I do have one of those where I kept all that planning, then it was going to be somewhere in the realm of like 35 videos for the main game, I believe. Let's double check that number just so I don't sound like... Okay, 37 videos for the main game, it seems. I thought it was only 36, but I must have added one in there at some point. Either way, yeah, and even after I've done all the main game stuff, I do still want to do the post-game stuff. If I really wanted to just be done with the game, I would say, like, I would call it quits after I uploaded all the main game stuff. I mean, I did kind of promise at the start of it that I would go through all of the post-game and all that. I sort of had reconsiderations on that a while ago, but like upon rethinking about it, I mean, for starters, I like Platinum a lot. It's one of my favorite games in the series, so going back and playing through that post-game won't exactly be a chore. And it's not a very long post-game, so I'll be able to get through it in, a couple recording sessions probably, as long as I make sure to plan out a route and everything and show everything off in that way. But yeah, as for actually uploading the Platinum videos, there's really, again, no excuse for why I haven't put them up, because, like I said, I've got all the footage. I just need to edit and commentate it. And the editing is not so bad. I mean, it's just a matter of, crop out this random battle, this trainer battle isn't interesting, cut that, all that jazz. The problem is commentating it, because, and I kind of realized this a little ways into the LP itself, around when I started doing post-commentary for it, actually, and more on that in a second. I like Platinum a lot. I don't have that much to say about it, really. Like, on a personal level, that is. Like, I can talk all day about, like, how it is as a game and mechanically and balance-wise and all that. Like, that's not an issue. And I could talk about the soundtrack for, like, to hell and backwards, but, like, I think the real issue that I'm having with commentating that game is that I don't have very strong memories of it. 4th Gen in general came out at a time in my life where things are vague for me. Anyone who knows me knows that I have a very particular memory where I remember all of the dumbest shit you'll ever ask me. But actual, like, things that are significant in my life, fuck, man, I don't remember any of that shit. Are you kidding me? You kidding me? No. But I mean, the rest of the games in the Pokemon series, pretty much, I wouldn't have that issue with, because, like, Gen 1, I've got a bunch of different memories to share with that, so I wouldn't have any issues with that stuff. Gen 2, I mean, pretty much the same thing, and even, like, Gen 3 especially, I have a ton of nostalgia for, like, thinking back on it, and I could talk a lot about the memories I have associated just with those games and the soundtrack and the areas and all that. And Gen 5, fucking hell, man, I will have so much to say when I get to Gen 5, like, not even... It wouldn't even be funny just how much I have to talk about how much I love those games and what they mean to me, but... Gen 6, maybe less so, but that's for another time. Then there's Gen 7, which, I'll talk more about that maybe some other time, but let's just say, whenever I get to Gen 7, I'm doing things in a very particular way, and my god, is that going to be a good time, because I fucking love Sun and Moon. A lot. So, yeah, it's pretty much just the 4th generation, specifically Diamond Pearl Platinum, that has this commentating issue, because as much as I love to play the games, I don't have very strong, like, memories of them. But, so, I'm kind of at a point in that where I'm trying to commentate these videos that are kind of long, because, I mean, Pokemon's an RPG, of course the videos are going to be a little long and all that because of that, but I'm having issues finding what to say in a lot of these videos, and that's really the thing that's killing my motivation to keep working on that. Not to say that I'll stop, because I'm gonna keep working at it. Like, whenever I can, I'm working at those videos. Whenever I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta get to this so I can talk about, like, this part of the game or whatever, I work on that stuff. Like, I don't work on videos necessarily in the order that they are going to be released. Like, I've actually put more work into the finale of Platinum than I have, like, episode 27, just to name an arbitrary number. Actually, have I put work on that one? Let me see. I have to know. No, I have not. Okay, so I wasn't lying. Ha! Truthful once again. Cool. But yeah, Platinum... I can't say much about when Platinum will come back, like, in full, because I can't really predict my own motivation and stuff. And honestly, the situation with Platinum is kind of killing my productivity with any other series that I might want to do. Well, that and the bonus video for AM2R, honestly. Because for the longest time, my plan was, okay, finish AM2R, get all that taken care of, get back to Platinum, finish that up, and then move on to the next project. Because I do have a lot of things that I want to do for projects, honestly. You might not believe it, given how little I've done here, but I do. I have some things in mind, some games that mean a lot to me, some games I think are really good that need to be shared more with the world. But the fact is, because I, got, I guess, I don't want to say writer's block, because that's not entirely right, but, I got A block with the final bonus video for AM2R, and so I was like, okay, we'll hold off, we'll wait for that to come back, and while we're waiting for that motivation to come back, we'll work on Platinum. And then I got a block in working on Platinum, where I'm like, there are a lot of points in this video that are just dead air, and I don't know what to fill it with, and fuck, this is really bad. So it's not, like I said, it's killed my productivity on future projects as well, because I feel like if I don't have those two things finished, I can't, or at least shouldn't, move on to the next thing, because that would be, I don't know how to describe it with a single word, but it's something that happens a lot with me, I would say, is that I start a lot of things and get sidetracked very easily in the middle of them and don't finish any of them. Which, I mean, Zero Mission and AM2R, at least for the main game part of it, are heavily exceptions to the rule. And in Zero Mission's case, I had the footage for that LP already recorded, years ago. I just never sat down and actually worked with it before, in full, so... Really, if you think about it, AM2R is the only fluke, I guess, of actually it working out. So honestly, I can't tell you when either of those things will happen, like the return of Platinum or the final bonus video for AM2R. I wish I was better about keeping up with this stuff, but the fact of the matter is that I'm just, not in a great place right now, creatively or I guess mentally, but I mean, it'll fix itself eventually. It always does. It takes time, but I mean, that's just kind of how I've lived my life, I guess. It's just, yeah, it happens. I have to kind of just work through it while it takes its course, and then I'll be back, and it'll be a good time. I'll probably figure out a solution to the Platinum stuff just at work one day while I'm just thinking about random shit, and then suddenly I'll have that light bulb moment and go, oh fuck, I should just be doing this and that'll be easy, and yeah. And then that'll probably fix everything. As for future projects though, I do have one in mind that's going to be quite a bit different than my past ones. To say the very least, it's a wild game. It's a game that I don't know if I would call it a good game, but it is a game worth experiencing, and I'm gonna have a friend along for that one, which is going to be super fun. And then beyond that, I have other ideas for things. There's one idea in particular going through my head that I kind of want to do, but at the same time, it feels like it kind of clashes with some of the other projects that I've done on here so far. Ever since midway through Platinum, I've shifted over entirely to post-commentary because I just find it easier. And if this video is any indication of why, then it makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? But I mean, lately I've been streaming and stuff, so I guess that maybe it's helping my live commentary a bit. Certainly doesn't help when I flub over my words and make weird noises with my mouth, but that just happens every day, so whatever. But thinking about a couple future projects that I have in mind, they would be live commentated, and they'd be different from what I've been doing thus far, and I don't know that I would be very good at them, which is the big issue. Or I guess the best way to put it is that I don't know if they would be very entertaining. I mean, I always kind of worry about that when I'm making a video. It's like, is this really much fun to watch, or am I just kind of talking here and being really boring with the game being the only exciting part? Like, I guess that's just something I always worry about, but I guess in that case, then may as well give it a shot, because nothing will be different. But hey, I think, like I said, I don't know when I'll be like back, but I have a couple of other projects in mind that I'd like to get to. I will probably start one of them before I've done either of the two things that are like right on my plate right now. It's just how I work, I guess. But whichever of them they might be, it's either going to be something that is live but heavily edited, or it's going to be another post-commentary LP with a friend of mine covering a game that I think is very funny, even if it's not very good. Whichever of the two I actually end up going with next is probably what you'll next see uploaded on this channel, honestly. I mean, besides this update video, because, I mean, of course. God, I've been talking for 15 minutes already. Jesus. But yeah, just letting you know, I exist still. I still want to keep working on things. It's just hard to find the motivation to actually do it. And, oh, right, there's a couple other things. If you like streams, I have been streaming on Twitch semi-irregularly, pretty irregularly, for a while now, but I don't think I've ever actually brought it up here, or if I did, it was like once, a long time ago. So you can check that out. I'll leave a link in the description, probably. The other thing is that, over the past year, I've been doing a podcast with a couple friends of mine, that's only a few months out from being finished, actually. It's self-explanatory what the podcast is when you really look at it, so I'll just leave a link to that, and you can kind of gather what it's like from there. But apart from that, I guess that's everything I wanted to say, so if you listened all the way to the end, then damn, you have a real tolerance for me rambling on. Say that much. I'll be back when I'm back with whatever it is that I want to work on next. It might not be what you expect, and it might not be something you like, but it'll be something that I want to work on, and I think that's what matters most. See you all next time, whenever that may be, and with whatever I might be doing then.